And can anybody see these in the public? Or anybody who can get at hashtag
It depends, this is what I was
540?
saying before. Like a troop shouldn't have an Instagram account,
Okay.
but boys will update their Instagram with things, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
That's why Instagram isn't kind of the number one. Instagram and Twitter, it's basically Twitter but with pictures.
Yeah.
Facebook is kind of the main one that you're able to communicate with.
Okay. So do I have to worry about Instagram at all, I guess is what I'm asking.
Do you have to worry about it?
Yeah.
I mean, always, you should worry about everything in the world
Oh,
constantly.
okay. That's why I don't have any hair.
That's
I am worried about it.
This is what Instagram is.
Just know.
Again, if I have guys posting things to Troop 5, hashtag Troop 540.
Yep.
And are they naming names, and are they, so that somebody else who's a lurker can find their names and attach it to their faces and
They could.
invite them to Starbucks and whatever, and they're off. So, I'm asking.
No, for sure. And I understand that.
So do I have to coach my kids
Yeah, you
not to
should.
use hash Troop 540?
If you look at the user account.
What was that?
You can tag other users.
You can tag other users in the photos,
So
yeah.
you can choose not to do that.
Yep.
Just use the hashtag and you don't have any names associated with
Yep.
it unless those people are liking it.
That's why, like, when we were talking about if boys, whoever said it before, if a parent's like, I don't want my kid tagged in photos.
Right.
Right, like, I don't want that information out there. That's that open communication that we need verbally with our boys in the troop. Of just like, don't do it. Don't do that.
Right.
If it becomes an issue, like anything becomes an issue, you talk about it with them and you make sure it doesn't happen again. Social media and technology is, and issues that arise are no different than in-person issues.
Okay.
It's just that they can happen at any time then, and that's the worry.
Right.
But
And-
because the Boy Scouts exist right now
Right,
in this
more
day and
broadly.
age, that's what's going to happen. That's just the way that the world is working.
And they can spread more rapidly then.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
But generally on Instagram though, people they don't set up their accounts with their full names.
Yeah.
So even if your boy's had an account, he might have a nickname like,
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Rocket Randy.
Johnny
Little
Smith.
Pac-Man or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
And
yeah.
have like their football number or something,
Okay.
whatever,
Mhm.
So they don't put their name on there, so when, even if somebody does like that, unless they're trying to really search that person, they're not gonna find their name right away.
Okay.
A Facebook profile too, like you're filling out tons of information to be on Facebook. Instagram is like, you have your name and you have your headline. And people are allowed to direct message you, but only if like you're following, like if you're following them and they're following you, then that can happen. But Instagram has done a really good job knowing that younger people are using this now.
So people can't see my stuff unless they're following me and I've allowed them to follow me?
Sure, if
I
you
have
have a private
control over who
account.
follows me?
Yep, oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Every social media thing, you have control about who sees everything.
Okay.
That's a big thing, because you can block anybody, you can make anything private.
Okay.
Know that. Yep.
So in addition to not using names, what you can do, you guys always have the VSA health forms with you on the outing, right? You notice on the bottom of the health form, it says, I authorize pictures to be used, yes or no. Make sure that you're paying attention to that on the health form. If a parent checks no, on any camp out that you go on or any pack crew activity, give the boy a wristband. And then anytime you see a picture with that wristband in it, automatically know I cannot use this for the webpage, for Facebook, Instagram, or anything that
Yep.
you're doing as a unit account, and coach your boys on that as well.
Hmm.
That way, parents can have the reasons for why they don't want their likenesses out there, but that way you're covering yourselves and you're training the boys to not do that. So make sure you're looking at it on the health form that you have for each boy, and then if they do select no, give them a wristband or something on a camera just so that if you see it in a picture, you cannot use this picture.
It's a great point, I love it.
I have a question about Instagram. with this hashtag thing, and I would be one of those technology challenged people.
Mm-hmm.
If the boys are posting stuff with hashtags, you have to have an Instagram account
Yes.
to go to this?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not like, yeah, I mean, there's a way to do it on a computer, like there's anything, you can do anything on a computer, but it takes so much effort to get to that point.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, you can't go to Instagram.com and look things up. You need an account, and it's an app for the phone.
Okay.
Can you go back to the texting? You said that you
Yeah.
use texting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an application on the computer, or do it through your phone?
We do it through phones.
Okay. So you just literally have can you describe what you do to make that happen? Because I've
Yeah,
often
how-
thought a text group would be easy for
Yeah,
me.
how do you do a giant group?
A giant group?
What if you got 60, 70, 80 people?
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Gotta type them all in, one time.
So, go to your messages, if you guys wanna take out your phone right now. There's that little compose text button up in the corner, right? You're just gonna click that. When you press add, that little add sign right there, if you guys have an iPhone, I don't really work with Androids, but I'm sure you guys know how to do it.
Real world.
You just go down the list and you click people that you want to have in that group.
So you can create a group then, okay.
Yep. Yes.
I have an iPhone, I have a problem with putting more than 10 people.
Sure.
It won't accept it. So if you have like 67, you can't just do it all in one text.
There's going to be separate groups.
Yeah.
So I might need a group for each patrol or something like that, huh?
There's
Plus
one
adult
thing,
leaders or something?
My,
Something,
the web service that my troop uses has an option that emailing to a particular
Mm-hmm,
address associated with
mm-hmm.
the troop, the individual user has the opportunity to identify having that message sent to them via text or via email.
Mhm.
So you obviously have the group conversation, which is an MMS messaging method, as opposed to the old school SMS where you could send a text to one person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these may have additional group capabilities in them. I mean, like I checked it on my Android device here, you know, if I said groups, I can check the people that I want to put it on.
Yeah.
But the way to do like a broadcast kind of thing is gonna have to use some other service that renders or sends out each one of those, you know, if you've got 50.
I was going to say, when you're getting up to like 60 or 70 people, that is a lot of people to have in one text. Yeah.
Group size.
And the problem I see with group text too is when it gets so big, everyone just keeps responding, your phone just keeps beeping.
Yeah.
It's not working. I mean, that's why I went to the Google group because if, I mean, sometimes my my sister-in-law group text something to our family, and then like 3 weeks
Yeah.
later, we started getting all this text from one of her friends because it was like the
Yeah.
last text with her name on it. It's like, I don't like this. And you can imagine if you, yeah, well, my sister-in-law's friend, I should block her. But you know what I mean? If you got 60 or 70, your phone's just never gonna stop
Right, and
texting.
that's
Okay.
where email really makes.
That's where email makes it more
Or the
efficient.
Facebook
Everyone has email on their
post.
phone now.
The Facebook group post or something like that makes a lot of sense.
The
Texting is nice for just
Quick.
Emergency.
that
The
one
emergency.
line.
No, and
I wanted to-
texting, group texting is
Right.
probably your best use for
Right.
group texting is, hey,
We're coming home early.
the plumbing broke at the school,
Right.
we're not having a meeting
Meeting's
tonight.
canceled.
It's a half an hour before the meeting.
Do not reply.
You're right, don't reply. You're just sending out a group text to say, hey, there's a massive change in plans at the absolute last minute because they're not gonna check the Facebook page.
So I was hoping there was a software tool you were gonna tell us
You can
about
get
managing.
apps on your phone that do huge groups
I've
like
seen
that.
some, but
I am not
but
sure
they're-
what they
They're
are.
costly per message and everything else they try to charge, so okay, I was hoping for a nice one
It's
software
never- it's
package that you
never
had.
easy.
Never easy, okay, so we have to create our own groups, and then I can't share the group with other people easily either, so,
Right.
so,
Well, the problem is once you
Snapchat.
send, once you send that group text to that person, then they reduce
have it.
reply, replies back to everybody.
yeah.
And once somebody would leave the troop, it's gonna be hard if they still have that to like cause, it's, group texting can be.
Like some of the-
Emergencies only.
So we